go to the capital city, so perhaps that's why I was chosen to be given the mail. Or perhaps it was because the place where I worked meant that I wasn't just some other jerk. Either way, though, there it was one day after lunch, a map in an envelope there with a bunch of mail and other stuff there at my desk, with my name in old cursive, no return address. The map of the capital city was clear, and an X marked the spot where it said you are here, and an X marked another spot down a few blocks. So I got out my notebook and I took a walk. Of course there was nothing for me to expect, but I write for the paper, so I go where I'm led. And this lead, it had led me to a boarded up space between a convenience store and a foot massage place. With my pocketed notebook, my flashlight and my teeth, I stooped to the ground and I crawled underneath, down into the dark till it swallowed me up. I crawled downwards and downwards towards I didn't know what. Till after what felt like a mile, maybe more, the ground opened up into a vast marble floor, and a vast marble ceiling arched high and away, far up in the shadow where the real world lay. And there in the middle of the vast marble floor was a thing unlike anything I'd seen before. A rotating, spiraling mist made of lights that had something like wings made of something like eyes. And it knew I was there, because how could it not? And as I read its mind, I tasted its thoughts, and I felt every mask that I ever wore drop. And I knew in that instant I was looking at God. But not the God I'd read about or had been taught. Not some almighty, vengeful, beneficent God. This God had been humbled or diminished or both. And whatever it once was now tied to a post. And as I read its mind, or whatever it's called, it told me of how they'd locked it in a vault. It had come from a place far over the waves, and before that a place that did not have a name. But like bread into body, water to wine, there were those who could use it to turn wrong to right. So they used it for all the things God is used for Second Amendments and new holy wars, and helping the strong so that they'll feed the weak, protecting the mighty that they might shepherd the meek. And when people get shot and folks say that they care, they need something to go through, the thoughts and prayers. So they had used it again and again, and with its moral authority each time it'd win, and in fear of escapes, and in hopes just to keep the God to themselves, they had buried it deep. Still they feared it less than just some common ghost, and whatever it once was now tied to a post. And then came the letter, then I arrived, looking down on the ground at the rope loosely tied. trapped here for hundreds of years, fed on requests, watered with tears, when like all wild things it deserved to be free, to live on its own, and maybe then so could we. So light burned my face as I worked out the knots, and the wind from the howling of wings was so hot that I thought I might die till the rope fell away, and I fell to the ground, and that's where I stayed. When I awoke in the darkness, alive and alone, the God once possessed, neath the city had flown. So I picked up my flashlight and left as I came. Back out on the street, it had started to rain.